Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal. Here are 5 audiobooks that you can listen to while you're doing the dishes. At least that's what I've been doing in the past few weeks. Before I get to that, just a quick announcement that in today's uh, post, I talked about how to select mutual funds with lower risk and higher returns over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. You can head over to freefincal.com to check that out. Now, I have an Audible .in subscription, and it's a fantastic subscription as on date. It's just $200 a month, and you will be given 1 credit a month. And for 1 credit, you can choose any book you want. With that credit, that book can be costing 10 rupees or it can be 1,000 rupees. It doesn't matter. You can buy it with that credit, and all the books you buy will get into your library, and it will stay there forever even if you cancel it. And if you don't like a book, you can actually remove that book middle of the month, and you have to just give some reason. They'll give you a set of options. You have to choose a reason, and then you can get rid of that book and audiobook and buy a new book with that credit. That credit will come back to you if you remove a book from the library. I think it's a fantastic deal. It's a very good deal, especially for me, because I just don't have the attention span and the patience to sit and read books. I just get distracted by my own thoughts, by my other things that I'm doing. Audiobooks are very good for me, but even with audiobooks, the problem is that I have to pay attention to what's being said. And only then I can actually understand what the book is about and what the author is trying to say. If I turn on an audiobook with and do something in the computer, I just lose. I get distracted, so I can't do that. I have to pay full attention to it. Doing the dishes has been a fantastic way to listen to an audiobook, because if I don't do anything and just listen to an audiobook, I'll fall asleep in about 20 minutes. This has been a great uh, you know way to catch up on my reading. It's been such a long time since I've actually bothered to read anything. So here are the book recommendations. I'm sure you have some good recommendations as well. Please leave your recommendations as comments below. The first one is related to stock investing. This is called High Returns from Low Risk, a Remarkable Stock Market Paradox by Pim van Vliet and Jan D. Koning. This is a book on low volatility investing and low beta stock investing. Of course, that's the singular idea. It's a very short book. It'll take you only 3 hours and 46 minutes of a listen, and it's light reading. Don't go thinking that you will learn everything about stock valuation about the book. It's about that singular idea, and it'll give you some kind of a grounding. It's a very simple, easy book. How to do stock screening with low volatility stocks and so on. Of course, some information about the book may be outdated because things are changing in this, but it's still fine. It's a fantastic read. And the second book is called Lost and Founder by Rand Fishkin. Rand Fishkin was the is the founder of Moz. There is an SEO software. Now he was the CEO, but he no longer is now. And he talks about the difficulties of being a startup, founder, and getting venture capital, the problems that come with it, how a business gets into trouble if it loses focus and deviates from core values and so on, and and his journey and how he has. I have been following Rand Fishkin for a while now, and sorry, and I just wanted to read what he says, and so that's a good book, especially if you're thinking about if you like entrepreneurship, if you're into entrepreneurship and that sort of thing, about starting up or creating a startup and that sort of thing. If you're already having a startup, you will like this book. This book is my absolute favorite. Talking to My Daughter About the Economy, A Brief History of Capitalism by Yanis Varoufakis. This is an economist talking about the economy to his daughter, and he talks about why there is so much disparity in the world, why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, how it all started, how debt plays a huge role in this, how economic cycles happen. You must have seen a video about a cartoon about the economic cycle by Ray Dalio, right? This book explains that in a so much better fashion. This is an absolute must read, must listen. Please listen to this with your child. If your child is like maybe 13, 14, something about that, they will also love it. I think they can easily pick it up. It's a fantastic read. I've read this so many times. If I get bored, I just listen to one chapter from this. It's awesome. Then this is a book written basically when I read listened to the foreword of the book, I thought it was written for me. It's called Company of One: Why Staying Small is the Next Big Thing in Business. It's about how one person can run a very profitable company without thinking about growth, venture capital, and so on. How you can actually don't focus on growth, focus on quality, focus on what you're doing best, and you can reap in the benefits, reap in the profits. It's an awesome read, very nicely researched. I love this book. And A Short History of Nearly Everything is also one of my favorites by Bill Bryson. He talks about everything from astronomy, nebula, volcanoes, pretty much everything, chemistry, aquatics, everything. It just talks about interesting things on every sphere. If you like to, if you are into trivia, this is a book of trivia, and it's written so beautifully. It's not piece by piece trivia, but he just talks about it so well. He just weaves a very nice, enjoyable listen or a read. I have listened to this several times. It's an awesome book. Finally, this is the book I'm currently listening. This is called The Silk Roads, The New History of the World. It talks about how economy, transactions have happened over the centuries. And when I love history, uh, when if it's presented in an enjoyable way. And this is indeed presented in an enjoyable way, but it could be a little heavy if I find myself going to sleep. This is a very nice book too. If you have trouble sleeping, switch on this book, you will sleep. But it's an awesome book. It teaches you how the problems that we are facing today are nothing new. People have been facing these problems centuries ago. Just the technology has changed, but the way people think about greed, profit, everything. Then it has not changed at all. Human emotions are basically the same. It also weaves in wars, conquests, etc. But economy. And wealth by a few people, how it has happened over the years, is a very enjoyable read. There are many more books, but these are the books I've managed to so far. I look forward to your suggestions. I love anything on marketing, anything on science, anything on history, anything on. There's a nice book called History of the Economy. I have to read that as well. I want to listen to Shashi Tharoor's book about how the British plundered India. I forgot the name of the book. I'm going to listen to that after this. So check out this Audible subscription. This is not an advertisement for Audible. Nobody's paying me money. Incidentally, I don't have any affiliate links here. Incidentally, Amazon reduced affiliate commissions up to 70%. So don't do affiliate marketing. It's not worth it. Don't waste your time. So bye bye.